Alright, it's after Christmas. Now we're back on this guy here. Last thing I saw, actually, first thing I saw was this thing running on the stand as issues. So now what we're going to be doing is pulling the oil pan off to see if we can inspect and see what's going on. As you can tell, I've already pulled the plug, started draining the oil out of it. Looks nasty. So here we go. I'm going to put you on the tripod and rip the pan down and see if we can see what's going on inside here. Bring it back. Alright, so we pulled all the pan bolts out with minor struggles. Straighten the pan, get the kickouts on the side, which it's not a big deal, nothing major, but just makes it a little tougher when you still have the starter and all that. So now we have one bolt left on this side holding it. If all goes well, we knock this bolt loose, pan will fall. Very doubtful that's going to happen. It didn't. So now we're going to leave that bolt in a couple threads. Take this screwdriver right here, hit it right here in the front, and we're just going to walk it before we try to pry on it too much. We come to the back here, the same thing. Alright, this side's dropped. Now we'll go to the other side. I won't need that hammer apparently. Pry spot right there. And I think we're free all the way down the side over here. We are. So now there's one bolt holding this baby in place. Safety bolt, so you don't drop it on the ground. Bolt. That pan's coming down. Let's see what the story on this motor is, shall we? There's some fine grit in here. Uh-oh, here we go. There's some pieces of something in here. There's some grit, a little bit of something I can't get my hand on it. There's some metal right here. You know, let's keep looking. So I'm gonna keep on looking, and I'll bring you back if I find anything exciting that we need to be looking at. All right, so here we are. I just got a phone with a customer to tell him that it does not appear as if the bottom end is trash. If you look, I mean, we have, you know, play here, back and forth like it's supposed to, back and forth like it's supposed to, nothing side to side, back and forth like it's supposed to, nothing side to side, nothing side to side, back and forth, nothing side to side, and I really can't get up in the rest of it to show you, but what I do see in here is some fine metal debris, which I don't know if it's going to show up on camera or not. Let's see, I don't know if you can see it, but there is some fine metal debris in here, which at this point you can hear the grit. Listen, I mean, you can hear a little grit in it, and there's a lot of silicone in here, which is just common out of the motor been put together that somebody didn't pay that much attention to. But I mean, I don't see anything too awful, but we'll get it pulled down the rest of the way and, you know, get the heads off of it and inspect the camshaft and that kind of stuff and see if we can find anything major bad, or if we just got a bad lifter or a bad camshaft, or, you know, maybe it's just a bearing starting to go. Who knows? We'll see. So I'll bring you back as we start going. Alright, so intake is now off the engine, and looks like we got some link bar roller lifters in here. That's nice to see. As well, they might be solid rollers as far as we can tell. From here, looks good. Nice looking oval port heads. A little cast flash in there. Need some work. They don't look bad. They're not great, but not bad. And let's grab a light here and see if we can look down on top of this camshaft. And here we go. So what we got here, you'll see, you may not be able to see it, but there's some good metal spots on the cam. Right there on that front lobe, you can see it, third lobe back, and you're going towards the back. But that's what we got going for the time being. Alright, remember how I said there was metal debris? Well, I found it. Or part of it anyway. So it may be hard to see in here, but if you look, I'm going to try to get the best view I can of it. It may look good on camera. It looks pretty good on camera. There's some pitting in this roller wheel here, some good grooves in it. It's really rough to the touch, and it's smooth. So, I mean, it's kind of bad. You flip to this one, wipe the oil off of it, and this one's perfect. This one's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I think we have a lifter failure. It's not that big of a deal, but it's a lot better than a crank failure. That could be a lot of the noise. We haven't got them all out yet, so let's pull the rest out real quick and see what we see. This one's got some good pitting in it too. Oh, this one's got some good pitting. I bet it'll show on the camera. Yeah, I bet that shows on the camera. Let's see. There's some pitting in the wheel right there. It's real rough to the touch and really sharp all the way around it. Flip to the other one. And it's lightly rough. It's not real bad, but it's bad enough where I wouldn't run them again. Here's another one. Ooh, that one's really bad. There you go. You'll be able to see this on camera. See the big pits in it? Yeah, it's not happy. So there's our metal. There's where we keep finding metal at in this motor, I'm assuming, which means it needs to go to the machine shop. So we'll finish disassembling it and yeah, we'll just keep going. We got one more. Let's just go and pull it before we take the camera off and see what it looks like too. Ooh, these are bad too. Both of them. There we go. There you go. There's two bad lifters. You'll be able to see pits in both of them. See the pits in them? If you can't, I promise they're there. They're bad. But there you go. So there's where our metal debris is. And we're back. So here's where we're at. We've got the heads pulled off. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Got the heads pulled off. I got the heads pulled off. Check the part numbers on the pistons. There's the part number if you're curious. And then you go to the other side. I did the same thing. Pull it up. Check the part number on the piston right there. They all match. They're the same. Yeah. So it looks like we found our culprit. And the culprit would be the rocker arms and camshaft. Or not rocker arms, sorry. Lifters and camshaft. That's our main problem causer, is our lifters and our camshaft. Probably all the noise, a lot of the noise we were hearing, it would have probably ran a little bit more, but it would have ate itself eventually. Looking at those lifters, they were pretty unhappy. And then on top of that, when you come over here, oh, it's over here. When you come over here, pull these bolts out for the heads. Not a single one of them has any head bolt sealer on it. Nothing. You just grab bolts at random. Oh, here's another one. See? Nothing. That's crappy right there. Whoever put this thing together, they didn't care. So it is what it is. We're gonna run numbers on it, see what the compression ratio is. I'm guessing 9.5 to 1 with that piston, and those heads. So we'll see. We'll run it and we'll check it. Bring it back. All right. I just ran the compression calculation, and with these pistons and between 115 and 118 cc chambered head, we're looking at somewhere around 10.25, 10.5 to 1 compression. Could be more, could be less. Depends on other specs such as deck height with the block and head gasket thickness. But yeah, 10.5 to 1 is a good rough number. This is apparently the 33 cc dome. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. All right, rewind just a little bit. 10.5 to 1 compression-ish. This apparently is a 33 cc dome piston. So that's actually nice. We like that. It's just a Hypotech piston, not forged. It's neither here nor there, but they were talking this is a high-powered 550 horsepower nitrous motor that they were shooting 250 to. They were shooting nitrous shots at 250, 500, who knows? I don't know what that means. Because I mean, shooting 100 shots one thing, shooting 500 shots another, as y'all already know. It looks to be a stock rod motor, so I'm assuming they weren't shooting too much to it. But this is where I'm gonna call it for the night. So we'll take some more video tomorrow. We're gonna get the timing cover off. And oh, this is gonna be fun, I bet, when I gotta roll this baby over. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. That's going to be exciting. So we're going to roll the motor over on the stand. I ain't done that yet. It'll be different for this stand. So when I guess I go to assemble it, I'll be betting on one of those over there. They're kind of full right now, so hopefully I can finish up some stuff and have a stand. Here's another one. Stands everywhere. Hey, there's another one over there in the corner. I got motors everywhere. They're freaking everywhere. They're coming out my ears. All right. So I'll bring you back tomorrow at some point. And that'll be it for the moment. But here's a good place to stop. We got it tore a good ways down. We've seen what our issues are, and we'll pull it the rest of the way apart and get it ready to go to the machine shop. Later.